So welcome back. We're here for another great episode of Living a Good Life, and this time we decided to change things up. We're going to go on location, and I'm really excited today to be sitting with Michelle Fain, who is the owner of Captain Crossfit, and we're going to learn about your gym and maybe do a little tour when it's all over. So I want to thank you all for tuning in again. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Good. So tell us a little bit about your history. So why'd you want to be a gym owner? How did you get from wherever you were in your life to being a gym owner today and Captain CrossFit?
So I have been an athlete my whole life. I started doing gymnastics at about age 5, continued all the way through college, did gymnastics at Arizona State University on a scholarship. And after that, continued to work out, exercise, and just be active. And had kids, was a stay-at-home mom, and wanted to work, but I didn't want it to take away from me being a mom. So when I started CrossFit, I knew that that was what I wanted to do. I could be a coach and I could still take care of my kids. I could get them to school, come into the gym, coach, be there to pick them up, and be there at night with my kids. So that's how that started. I have been here at Captain for 12 years since they first opened.
So you're one of the originals, like you're one of the longest tenured people here, and you started out just as a coach.
And I started out as a coach, yes. And then about 2 years ago, I was approached with buying the gym. And kids were leaving the nest, so it was good timing. Mm-hmm. I could become an owner and fulfill that dream of owning my own gym.
So you've been here about 12 years at Captain CrossFit. You're a lifetime fitness enthusiast, collegiate athlete at gymnastics, 2-year owner.
Yes.
So how's that been? How's it been from being a coach for 10 years and being able to come and go and live the life of a coach to now you're the owner and this is your responsibility?
Right. A little more stress, for sure. However, it is also really rewarding. So I get to take care of the programming, and I make sure that there's coaches here. And if a coach can't show up, I have to be here, which can be a challenge. But it's what I love. I love to make it fun for people to exercise. And I like when people are here having a good time and just enjoying themselves.
Awesome. So CrossFit, people have probably heard of CrossFit. I know when I first was introduced to CrossFit, you kind of hear about the games. Pretty intimidating group of men and women that do the games. I mean, the women, I don't think there's a woman out there that I could keep up with in CrossFit. So tell us about the culture of CrossFit, because it's kind of an intimidating notion out there, but I don't think it is intimidating.
So there's definitely a difference between the CrossFit games and coming into, say, Captain CrossFit.
Okay.
So the games, you're right. It is hardcore. The people that are in the games, they do that full time. That is their job. Okay. So they're doing that. That is what they train for every single day. And they're also pretty young.
And those are like the top 1% of the CrossFit world.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that's definitely different than what you'll see in here.
Okay.
In here, we have every age, we have every ability. Our youngest is, I believe, 14. Our oldest is 85.
Nice.
And everywhere in between. So the culture is, we're a family. We have fun together. We train together. We joke around. We just make it, we're welcoming. And we want you to have a good time. Great. And get in shape.
And get in shape.
Yes.
That's the key. You got to have a result at the end of the day. So, if I remember right, CrossFit, the founders of CrossFit based it on Navy SEAL training. And it was that diverse training, cross-functional things that our elite military would need so they don't get injured when they're doing their job.
Right.
So tell us about like, how do you bring that down for the average Joe and the average Jane to be able to do CrossFit? Because that can be like, well, there's no way I can keep up with a Navy SEAL, so
Right.
I shouldn't even walk in the doors of CrossFit.
Yep, absolutely. So we scale everything. And most people in here, when you look at what the workout is, most people will scale it to some extent.
Okay.
You can scale the weight of the workout. You can scale the movement. So let's say we're doing pull-ups, and not everyone can do pull-ups, but we could do jumping pull-ups. We can do banded pull-ups where the band assists you in